All
Embrace
right.
your hero.
Hello.
Oh,
Welcome back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are back. Game number 1 of our next series now coming at you of Bad Monkey Gaming versus Revolution here in this 2-game series from the group stages. So we are already developed into the draft pretty quickly right here, so let's just get into it. Joined by Insanio once again, but also joined by another. We are honored to be joined by the GOAT, Zlapt. How's it
I'm
going,
done.
Zlapt?
I'm out.
Aiden! Oh,
I
Aiden!
had to.
No.
I had to. He's out. He's left. We'll see if he comes back. Anyways, left.
That was great. That made my day.
I'm glad I could help. Zlapt, how's it going, though? We're happy to have you on.
Sorry, once again, I was busy laughing.
We're happy to
Okay.
have you on to this cast here. What apparently
to
is
be
now just me and you, because Insania is out, as far as his casting is concerned. So
I'm trying to get him back. Don't worry, he'll be back here.
he'll come back. He'll come back. He always comes back.
So,
Anyways.
if I'm not mistaken here, REV0 just lost. BMG just lost one game to Archie Tiger's
They
team, right?
did. They lost one game. They lost the first game. They came back at the second. They dominated really the second game though. So, yes, they did lose the first game. So
That was their first loss of this season, correct?
they're second actually. They did also.
Second.
They lost. Who else did they lose? They lost to Fresh. They split the series against Fresh, 1-1. So
Oh, okay.
there you go. Yeah. So, but they're still in a pretty good spot to say the least. Revolution comes into this with 2 points overall themselves. So they've won a couple of games as well. So looking forward. And I was talking with Desani about it at the end of the cast. But what do you think about Revolution? I mean, this is a fun team. These guys are new to the scene. They seem like a fun team to watch.
I honestly don't really know too much about them. I play a lot against Pexu and in TMM, and STST played Behemoth for like half a year. So I know STST plays a great Behemoth, and I know that Pexu sometimes is very good and sometimes is very bad, like in terms of TMM performance. But besides that, I don't know too much about them, so I can't really comment on them as a team. I did play against them, but we had two very dominating games against them.
Okay.
So it's hard, for me to judge them after just 2 games.
Well, what we have noticed is that these guys are not afraid to just run very different things. And again, Cindy and I were talking about it from Shadowblade to they ran a carry scout the other day. They run Myrmidon support. I mean, these guys just do what they like, and they make it work some of the time too. So it is fun to watch. I mean, so far we got this draft here. So let's start talking about the actual draft that we do have here now in front of us. Something you will notice is that the initial band. Speaking of one of these
Was
quirky
Hellbringer.
picks. Well, it was Ravener, Moyer, Artillery, and Rhapsody were the initial bands, actually.
Well, whoever banned Artillery
wait.
should be removed from the drafting spot to begin with.
That was the second tier
Besides that.
bands. But yes, no, they did ban Artillery with the second tier bands. Yeah, it was Hellbringer initially there too. So
The Hellbringer was blind banned, which was a little bit different, but I guess
Yeah.
that's because REV0 plays him quite frequently. But as I said, Artillery, whoever banned that should just not be the drafter anymore, because that hero is the most useless hero in the game.
all right.
What? I disagree.
No, okay, so you have a hero here who does a lot of damage, Aiden, right? But I'll take from my experience today, for example. So I had a carry Artillery short lane. He was very, very farmed, but he was the lowest level of our team because he never got experience from kills or farming because he always farmed from afar, thus making him lower than our support's level and made us lose the game, which we could have won with any other carry. What's your counter argument to that?
My counter argument is that nobody in Han knows what artillery does. Maybe one person, and that's Squarey.
Yeah.
He's the only guy who's ever picked artillery. He's the only one who's ever woken up and thought, artillery might be cool, and picked it. That's a huge advantage to have over the other team. They don't know. Fusen doesn't know what artillery does. He's the ulti pushes him back and sends out a missile, right? And Squarey's like, no. So I don't know. I think it's fine. You ban it because you don't want to play against it.
They've picked it up
Fair
here in
enough.
this tournament before. So they have actually ran it, and they have won with it. So there is a little bit of that there. Let's talk about a hero that we do see picked up, by the way, and that's the Prophet. That was just picked up by Revolution. Where is this coming from? What is Prophet?
I guess they're feeling that they have a lot of bursts on Hellborn, and obviously Prophet increases the bursts on every hero with his Q spell. And he's a pretty decent laner, I guess. But I don't really see a hero that he will combo with in lane right now, so I would expect the last hero to be something to lane with Prophet, because I don't see Prophet being a solo hero. personally at least.
Okay.
I know in Internet Gangsters, Sender really liked Prophet, Raven, or Dual Lanes, but Ravenor's banned out, so I'm not really quite sure what it could be. But I mean, honestly, with this team, I would expect it to be a solo. Like, but actually in this draft, probably not. I'm disappointed. It's a cool hero regardless, but I think the key thing with him is like he's really good in team fights, and people don't really know what he does. Like that, I think with this team, that's like the main argument for everything they do. They know more about the heroes they pick than the other teams.
Yeah, that's definitely an
That
advantage
makes
of
sense.
theirs. It is. So, I think Prophet's always bigger. Oh my god.
Okay,
Okay.
these guys are my favorite team.
I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. I've been loving it through the qualifiers, and now even they're just fun to watch, man.
I just don't really understand how Prophet fits into this lineup as well, because the only like Aiden said, he is strong in team fights, and like being able to like increase the damage on everyone in the circle of his ultimate is cool. But how does he fit into the non-AoE lineup of Hellborn?
Dude,
Yeah.
Flint always
I
fits. Flint always fits in. There's no scenario in which Flint is not amazing. Like,
This is getting out of hand, it I mean, let's be honest. There is.
Okay,
There's
okay.
plenty.
I love doing Steam Boots, Portal Key, Doombringer on stream. That's really fun with Flint. Like Steam Boots and then Portal Key and then Doombringer, and then you just sit in trees. It's really fun, to be honest. But
The
I wouldn't
Spell Shards
say it's
Codex is pretty awesome too.
no, okay, but real talk, I don't see any reason to pick Flint here. Like, the only argument could be like, okay, if a team has a poor, little, like, not that much catch, no hero that can really get
are
to
you
you.
sorry? Are your guys' heroes lagging like every second as well?
No.
No.
Or is it my phone internet? Great. Let me restart. Sorry, continue.
I play with my phone internet and slots. Come on.
Your
Well,
phone
I think
internet.
he's gone.
Nice. Okay, well.
Anyways,
yeah.
Flint I think is good so long as you can't get to him. But because people always draft catch nowadays, the hero's just kind of like not that good. But I still feel if you get Flint farmed, if you by some chance manage to get him 6-slotted, he tears you apart. Like the hero is the stupidest hero in the game when you lose to him because he feels so unbeatable because he's hitting you from an incredible range, and it's really frustrating to deal with. But I just don't think it's the game for him right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to see him here in the hands of Square and what they're able to do with it, though, at the very least. But, I mean, yeah, that's just naturally the hero. It's just, I sit back and it's still intense single-target damage especially. Can they get to him is then the question from there. And you look at the supporting cast around him, it doesn't seem like it is a very good supporting cast, definitely, for this Flint Beast. So, yeah, that off the bat is most certainly kind of the issue for Revolution's lineup.
Can you guys hear me?
But yes,
Yep.
we can hear you. You sound fine.
Yeah, I sound fine, but like literally, the chipper right now is jumping 2 seconds ahead every 2 seconds. It's just
Well, at least you're not playing. That would be really tough to deal with.
yeah.
But, well, up to you
Well,
if you
I can still watch.
want to stay. Yeah.
I can still watch. It's just a little laggy.
All right, fair enough. Oh, what's going on up here? Here we go again. We saw this last game, actually. Maki doing the pull. He ran into a couple supports, eventually got crazy, but taking some good damage in the end is going to be fine, though. And you do see Parasite and Prophet. Neither one of them. In fact, Prophet went the Depilidate first rather than the Persecution of the mini-stun there, so unable to help assist.
Can't really comment on that as I don't know how Prophet works, as Aiden so kindly put, that our teams don't really know how the other hero works very well when they pick up Parasite Prophet. I'm not sure what's good or what's bad on the hero. So
I think you max Q and skill 1 point in W and then go E.
Okay.
I think that's what Sunder used to do. Sunder played this hero a lot. I'm not really sure if it was on casted games, but it was like one of our go-to counter picks to Prisoner was Ravenor and Prophet.
oh yeah, I remember that. You guys did it against us as well.
Yeah, it was like our
you-
go-to counter. So I've played with the hero. He can be really strong, but sometimes it just feels like he doesn't do anything. I don't think you really notice the damage he outputs because it's like amplifying other heroes' damages. You say that? That sounds weird. Anyways, but yeah, no, I think you max Q.
I mean, 20%
Alright.
more damage done to the target. It seems like that's
Yeah,
going
old
to like
Hellflower.
Flint pretty well. Yeah, exactly. Kind of like the old Hellflower, even. That's only a 10-second cooldown, and you can use it quite often. It lasts for, what, 4 seconds even? So
That's why I think that the hero would synergize really well with like AoE. If you can get like a Prophet ulti into Q and hit like 2 or 3 heroes and then AoE on top, that's insane.
Absolutely. That seems like where his strength would be. Nice job with the puppet show, by the way, just before Parasite was able to get in there and throw out the lead, so Boxy is going to be fine. As bottom lane, Bloodlust kill, Glacia's going to go down. Bass Extractor, and he stays alive with the mana battery, so big plays on the Pharaoh against a Glacius Chipper. Somehow gets the Bloodlust and stays alive. Explain how that happens.
Flop? I mean, that would never happen to me, so you go.
I would never expect that to happen ever. And honestly, to begin with, I'm really questioning the way that BMG are setting up their lanes, because I don't really see why they would not just farm the puppet bottom and have Chipper mid, because Chipper does do good against Midas until Parasite comes into account. And also, Chipper can defend himself easier against that combo in particular than the puppet. I mean, sure, you do have the puppet show, but if Midas will always be able to blink on top of you and use another spell before you get puppet show off. So I really don't...
I can explain it. It's so simple.
Okay,
this
go.
is why I'm the GOAT and not you. And Break is a liar. So, if you're pulling a creep wave on Magnus, right, you're going to need to gank somewhere. And if you have Chipper mid against the Midas, it's not really easy to get to the Midas initially. But Puppet Master gives them the ability to gank mid with the mag. Because Puppet can initiate himself. If Chipper initiates with the Tartos, Midas always has the opportunity to jump away. So I think this is the reasoning behind their lane setup, because they knew the Midas was going to go mid. They wanted the Puppet in order to enable Magnus to gank. Top?
That makes sense, and I'm not going to counter-argue that.
It does make sense. Houston is doing the jungle mag thing, as working his way through that. He is level 4 right now. Bottom lane, Mummy Wall is pretty aggressively used right there by Pharaoh, but eventually he's going to start backing out. And now this is a position. The tower helped him last time get that Bloodlust kill, but he doesn't want to get too crazy with what he's doing right here. So, no, go.
But
Yeah, go ahead.
don't you feel like, Aiden, that, like you said before, like if Flint does get a lot of farm, he could like get out of hand, but it's also a really, really bad like 2v2 laner. So wouldn't it have been originally better for Legion to just man up and then have 2 solo lanes instead? Because Glacius will always be able to stop the incoming Parasite gank, and then it'll, on paper, have 3-1 lanes, and everything comes down to the Parasite getting successful ganks or not.
So wait, you want to Prophet, Flint?
No, I'm
Legion
saying
long lane?
Legion.
Aggressive.
Oh,
Legion goes
Yeah.
long lane with Puppet. Swiftblade bottom
could do
and
that.
Puppet mid. Then they win 3 lanes unless Parasite does anything. And Parasite can't gank top because Glacius will freeze his creep, and there's no way for him to do anything top. So he has to gank mid or bottom.
I feel like if it was Druids, that they would have done that. Like, Druids playing the same draft as BMG, they would have done that. But, I mean, it's BMG. They like to the jungle pull. Like, I feel like it's their thing, you know? That's why I would expect BMG to lane it the way they did. But I can agree with you. If you're looking at laning phase and trying to, like, get out of hidden lane.
Oh, no. Oh, my Skype decided to be crappy all of a sudden. 1 second. Yeah, Skype just died on me, too. Yeah, me too. Hold on. Yeah, me too. 1 sec. Okay, we do see the middle lane right here. Nope, not going to be enough puppet show. That's an interesting animation. Not enough for the kill, though, as Midas is able to get away right there. So very, very close. But yeah, my Skype actually just simply crashed right there. So give me a second here, guys, as missing a kill at the top lane as well. GG. I swear, man, Skype lately has been having more and more issues. I really think we may try to look to move here to something else in the near future. All right, let me give them a call back here and see about bringing them all back on. Swiftblade, uh-oh, he's going to end up falling at the top lane. As Flint Beastwood able to finish him off with Parasite up there.
Okay.
Backslapped, okay. Yeah, no, that was me. My Skype just simply crashed, and so I think I was hosting the call, so.
I thought it was me, actually, because as soon as it started lagging, the 2-second intervals between the lags now turn into 3-second intervals.
Nice. Well, hopefully, Insania also going to join. There we go, okay. Welcome back, Insania. We are back. That was my Skype. Okay.
So, Aiden, do you agree with me that Chipper should still go for the original PK staff build, or would you like to go for some more carry-ish, I don't know, like Grimoire farming style? Or should you still just get that blink and start going towards the roaming regular Chipper?
I definitely agree with you.
Okay.
By the way, in the middle lane, there's been some good action coming out. In fact, 2 for nothing, make it a 3 for nothing right there. And that was all set up because they were diving Puppet Master trying to kill him initially, and it completely backfired. The backup from BMG came in. Magnus did a good job of stunning when he did, getting there in time. And then TP support came out as well. And you saw Maki even rotating from the top lane. So a 3 for nothing turn there in favor of the Legion side. That's a big turn this early on.
Yeah, it definitely is. But I think the key thing here is, like, their lineup, at the end of the day, as long as Flint's farming, I think they're happy. Like, I don't know. I just feel like Flint is the kind of hero that he will literally 1v5 if he just farms. Just keep people away from him and let him farm forever, and he can 1v5. So I don't think they mind too much. But of course, it always sucks to give the other team a bunch of kills.
What do you think?
What kind of item build would he go? Oh, sorry, go.
Well, we'll start with that. Yeah. Well, what should we expect to see with that item build? Like, is it going to be like something like a Sastra, like a Geometer's Band, things like that, like somewhat evasive, but also damage pumpers?
Because he will die. Like, if Legion ever reaches him, he's gonna instantly die. That's the problem with Flint. Like, you don't have any escape. There's no way of you getting out. So if Magnus stuns you into a chipper combo, you're going to die. So what kind of items do you have to get in order to, like, stay alive and, like, do good in this game? Because at the same time that you do have the counter initiation / initiation from Pharaoh. So as you said, if they can keep people away from Flint, then he will own. But how do you keep the Legion team away from
middle lane? By the
Flint?
way, Pharaoh is going to go down again. They are just trying to chase this Puppet Master. They really are insisting on it, and again it turns on them as Pharaoh ends up going down right there. So another decision backfires for this Hellborn side. But so yeah, item build on Flint. Insania, I think it's being brought to you. What do you expect?
Okay. What do I expect? Probably like Frostburn, I'd say, fairly early on. With the potential of a farming item like before that, like Lightning, probably. What I would like to see, Elder Parasite Doombringer.
Oh god.
And if any team would do it, it would be these guys. Because honestly, like, think about it like Slap said. Like, their Flint is terribly drafted. Like, this is not a good Flint game. He's going up against so much catch that it's like, why not? Just, like, take the risk, go for the all-in. That's the best of 2. We got another game. No worries. And they're not expected to win. Just go Elder Parasite Doombringer. And if he pulls it off, like, would he not be the greatest player to ever play on?
It would be amazing, but
it would truly be amazing, and nobody could call Probus the best carry in the world after that.
Stats still back up. I think Quincy's still good. I think he could, but it would be tough. It would be very tough. I mean,
no, but I mean, I don't know. Like, this team is like, they're so swaggy. I feel like they could do anything. But I think Thunderclaw into like Frostburn is probably the more expected route.
Yeah.
And to hopefully, like, it's kind of like with Flint, it's when you hit Savage Mace with a bunch of attack speed that the hero, it's just, you can't do anything. He's so strong.
Yeah,
so I think that's like the end goal. Sorry.
The
that was a nice dodge from Fusen.
But yeah, I saw that, the Steam Bath dodge, the disjoint. The face suck there. Good timing on his part. What I was going to point out about Flint, by the way, you know, again, he's the very interesting pick, to say the least, this game. Is his skill build too, and now he actually maxed out Flare first. I'm not going to pretend that I know Flint, like I'm crazy good with him, but in a lane where it was a 2 versus 1 really. Like, he's had free farm. I kind of feel that a little odd, and actually right here he is in some trouble. As well, that's one of the major downsides of Flint. Of course, you get on top of him, he really cannot do a damn thing to get away. So we see his weakness.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think you do max Flare no matter what. It's kind of like his only farming tool, and the range. I think the only time you would max range over, because I'm really surprised he's maxing hollow point shells. I would always
max range after Flare for sure.
Yeah, the only difference is damage, isn't it? Okay,
no, it's
a little bit
damage.
longer.
It's only percentage chance, I think.
No. It's always 40%.
Yeah.
Oh right, they changed that.
Yeah.
They changed that.
Yeah. And the stun goes up a little bit, but that's like irrelevant. No, I don't like that. I think you should max range so you can sit in like fog and creep. Like,
if I'm not wrong, the hollow point also works on illusions, right?
No.
What do you mean?
I think they do. No,
Really?
like you can stun with your illusions. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, the illusions
okay.
actually stuns where you're getting it. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't Geos be a preferred item over or something like a Frostburn? if they actually stuns, because that would be pretty sweet against heroes like Swiftblade and like Chipper, Puppet. I mean, any hero on their team really.
God, do they really? That's insane. If
I am pretty sure. Can I go into practice without reconnecting to the game?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you really want to, check it out. But...
If it works.
I think you can. I think you can.
Yeah, we'll see.
Anyways, there was a Ganking on Swiftblade top, and Flint could have ulted to cancel Swiftblade's TP, but he didn't. And I'm so disappointed, because I feel like, you know, this team, they should know their hero better than the other team, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't know that.
That is true.
I'm disappointed.
Got to be on top of that. Puppet Master, meanwhile, again, they've been trying to kill him a lot this game. They are finally successful this time. Well, he is near the secondary tower, so makes a little more sense. As Chipper was nearby, but couldn't do enough right there, so they finally are able to come through and take him out. But the lead for BMG right now is pretty good, even with that death. 6,700 gold lead, 6,300 experience lead here at this time. So yeah, Swiftblade staying alive. He's back up top now. The Energizer coming around, and BMG's just been playing this very mobile here, moving around constantly in this game. And Magnus with the Portakey already too, by the way.
Yeah, he got it really early, and I'm kind of surprised that Ruth didn't play the mag in this lineup. But I suppose it goes back to what you said.
Oh my god, line stun right there. Pharaoh comes in with the Wrath of the Pharaoh. They kill Midas first, though. And now Prophet trying to live off to the side with the spinning Swiftblade. Ain't gonna happen. Pharaoh, he's also gonna go down. And Parasite now coming out with the Swift Slashes doing max damage to him. And he gets stunned by the Lava Surge. Eventually picked off. So a 4-for-0 exchange right there in BMG's favor. Flint just got there late as well. Not much he could have done by then.
Nope. And this is really good play from BMG. Remember what I said last game about Ruta Z? I just want to say it because I noticed it happened. The exact same thing again. Look at where he's at. Team is fighting top, and he's just AFK bottom. And this is so typical non-support players. Like, there's no support player that would ever let his team fight without him. Like, you will never see that unless it's a not support player playing support.
That's a good point. It's now back-to-back games, so you're all right. It's not just coincidence, I'm sure. That he is doing that. What about Boxy, by the way? Is it just back to just Boxy? Just this is him. He's gunning a Saxstone to follow up a tablet on a Puppet Master here.
Tablet Puppet isn't too rare, I don't think. Like it's
did he buy
when you play it
Saxstone,
as a second core. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he does that on pretty much every hero. Like Gladiator, Saxstone, Energizer, Puppet, like Saxstone tablet. He just really loves the item Saxstone in general, and also along with Energizer. He just likes early armor and stats on pretty much every hero he plays. At least the last 2 months, I would say he's always been buying those items, whatever hero he's been playing.
Okay. Likes the utility there, I guess.
As for why, I guess it's like BMG doesn't really normally build up every single team item in the game. They never have. And I guess either Boxy started to realize that they could use some more team items early in the game, or he just really played with it a lot and thought it was like an item that fit his playstyle. Alternatively, that it did a lot of work in the early game.
Pharaoh in the middle lane in the meantime. He is going to be picked off, so the roam and the gank successfulness continues here for Bad Monkey Gaming. And again, especially with a build like this on Puppet Master, he's definitely looking to be involved with his team here quite a bit early on. So I guess really Maki is kind of just leaning on him as to be their carry here ultimately, of course, on the Swiftblade. So that really comes down to as well. But
also, my chat server is disconnected, so I can't reconnect.
You're just having all sorts of issues, aren't you?
Yeah, well, it's phone internet, so...
So your actual internet's down, and so you're using your phone
internet? Yeah, it's down today and possibly tomorrow as well, because they can't direct IPs to Jönköping right now.
Wow.
So, that's great.
Well, fun times.
I feel like you're being sarcastic, Slap. I feel like you feel like that's not great.
I think it's great. I can do so much without internet in my apartments. I can hang out with my cat.
Yeah, you can go outside. Is that a thing
Yeah,
over there? Or?
Outside break. Oh, come on. We're all gamers here. We don't go outside.
That's true. Pharaoh goes down.
Game is looking grim, though.
Yeah, so it's looking very grim. I mean, Thunderclaw and Flynn, obviously he wants his farming tool, really wants to, but it's just not happening here.
I feel like maybe we cursed this team. I feel like maybe it's my fault. By saying they're so cool, they decided that they could not go with the pick they actually wanted and felt forced to impress me by picking Flint, even though they really didn't want to. So I want to apologize.
I think that statement might be true.
A little bit. Maybe letting the hype get in them a little too much that they're known for picking up crazy, and that here they are with. But I honestly think there is a little bit of truth to that because of how it came together. It just doesn't make a lot of sense with the Prophet, the Flint. The synergy is not there. So there's a huge fight going on, by the way. And actually, they're coming out on top. Honestly, Chipper's trying to run away right now. Already threw out his chainsaws. He does not have support nearby. His Swiftblade is at the bottom lane. It looks like Chipper is going to be fine in the end, but well, they do want to fight right there, at least this Revolution, but they're still down 11,000 golden experience at really 17 minutes into the game, so very troublesome spot nonetheless. But yeah, I think they maybe went a little over the top here as far as radical picks, and I do wonder if that is because a little bit of that's what we've kind of been hyping them up as. Or maybe that is just them. Maybe I'm overthinking it too. So
yeah, or maybe they are just that good, and they don't care. Like maybe we're just too stupid to get it.
That's very possible.
Who knows? Very possible.
I would think the results would speak differently, though. Honestly, that was the case.
Stats don't matter.
Oh jeez.
I'm sorry, Aiden, but the Probusk is the best carry in the world. Just leave it alone.
Oh, last game slap.
Stats matters.
There was an Ophelia. No, there was an Ophelia.
Aiden, did you actually know that did you know that the Slapid actually has 19 KD in this Hunter season? Pretty sure he's the best player in the world right now.
Ask me if I'm surprised.
Do you really? Actually, that I guess.
Yeah, I only died once.
I had like
Cycle
Cycle 6 slap when I was like playing Han all the time. I had like 4 KD as support. I had 4 KD as support, and I don't kill steal.
What? I
had like 4 deaths in a cycle.
Yeah, we heard some interesting things about your Ophelia judgments last.
Yeah, when you kill steal with slap.
Wait, what? Was Aiden saying bullshit last game about my Ophelia?
What do you mean? But when you kill steal with Ophelia W, it's called pulling his lap.
I only got 8 kills with Ophelia 2 days ago. That was it.
That's like
7 of those with Ophelia's judgments. Yeah, there we go. Thank you,
and
Brady.
they were all Ophelia judgments, yes.
There we go.
Actually,
when
no.
the hero had less than 100 HP.
7 of them were Ophelia judgment, 1 of them was a Minotaur.
Sure, slap.
So.
I'm sure all you guys watching. Oh, Flint, rest in peace.
No, it's fine. Is Flint dead at the top lane? He is. Chipper's actually making a getaway here in the middle lane. Baltazar focus buffer. That actually might be enough to help keep him alive here, honestly. Yeah, I think it is. Oh boy.
Looks like it's going to be.
I think this game's been over.
Yeah, I'm trying to cast here from the 6-minute delay Homecast stream, but it's really hard to keep up.
Are you really? You're not even in the game anymore.
I can't join the game. I'm chat DC.
You're not missing out on much. Don't worry.
Stream chat, you know that witch layer that you guys get in your games? That gets ulti at level 6, and then he waits for the hero to go be like 100 HP, and then he ultis him? When there's like 4 other heroes hitting him, that's slapped for you guys. That's slapped.
Did you actually know that I made an educational how to team fight on my YouTube? Aiden, where I say the opposite, that you should always use Thunderbringer ult in the start of the fight?
You were lying. Everyone knows you're a liar. Your stream chat pressed 1 when I asked them.
He's lapped.
To press 1 if you're a liar.
Actions are stronger than words.
Thank you, Ricky.
I don't
know why I'm getting involved here. I really shouldn't be.
I feel like at the start of this call you were on Slap's side, but now you've realized that Clank is an evil hero, and I'm all right.
I'm just speaking what the people tell me. I mean, what some people say the goat. I mean that's what some people have told me. So.
No one has ever called Slap that.
I've heard differently.
There you go, Aiden.
He's competing with Chessie. How could he ever?
Damn.
I'm sorry. You're pretty good though.
Pretty good. Oh, top lane. They're actually. I mean, you gotta give it to Revolution as far as they're trying. They're still looking for kills here, and they're gonna fine. Maybe no, not really. He's good.
I think that's part of being swaggy. You just like you don't feel like you're behind.
Yeah.
Because they've been here so many times. You know, how many times do you think they've picked Flint and it's just gone terrible? They've been in this situation before. And they probably, at some point, made a comeback. And this is a good fight. This is a good fight for them.
It actually is turning out pretty good, isn't it? Magma's going to fall as well, and now Chipper. He's in trouble being chased down. Parasite Leech comes out. They're going to have 3 for nothing. No, 3 for 1. Midas did die. So 3 for 1 right there. Double tap for Pexu, and Flint involved throughout it as well. So, yeah, we haven't even really been, for good reason. We're having fun here. But he's building an Elder Parasite, it looks like, by the way. So he is just going to kind of go that very all-in-ish route. And granted, this team is down by so much. He really does have to, so. But we'll see how that works for them.
I think you should go Savage Mace next. Like, just do it. Like, Shrunken Head or Savage. I think that's, like, their best bet, and hopefully you can position yourself properly and not get caught.
Uh-oh. Ooh. Speaking of that, Glacius almost got caught, but manages to TP out just in time at the top lane.
He kept us cool and got away.
That Glacius did. Very, very clever. Staff on Chipper is just about done. You see the Shrunken Head on Puppet Master, so again, as you were pointing out, I like to go this very early at it. The earlier builds of Sacrificial Stone, the Tablet, now even a Shrunken Head. So as far as damage output goes, I mean, don't really necessarily think Puppet's going to be a huge carry presence here throughout this game, but he's been doing plenty here in the early game, 7-3 and 6. Foxy does like to get involved. Swiftblade, see how he transitions now. He went Portal Key, though, too. So, really, they don't have anyone going, actually, like the hard carry route, it seems like. Does BMG. It's more of a...
I mean, they're compensating by just having so many sources of damage. You have the Glacius, who does a lot of damage. You have Magnus, does a lot of damage. Chipper does a lot of damage. They just don't really have that physical presence. And, like, looking at the Hellborn team, they don't really have a lot of Shrunken heroes. Like, who's going to build Shrunken on that team? Not Flint. He has an Elder Parasite.
Yeah.
He's cool. He's not lame, so, like, there's just... It's fine. They don't really need physical damage, because there's nobody really preventing any magic damage in any way, so it's going to work out fine for them, I think, and really, I love the Blink on Swiftblade this game, more than I've ever loved it in any game ever, because literally all they need is catch. If they can catch the Flint, he dies. They don't really need damage. They don't really need survivability. All they need to do is be able to catch the right heroes, so I think the items on their team are fairly smart. I just missed that Blink Dagger on Chipper. Sorry, Portal Key.
Oh, catch right here as Pharaoh goes in. Double damage right here, by the way. Prophet laying down his ulti. However, Pharaoh dead right off the bat. Glacius as well. Now, Flint Beastwood is able to sit back here. Do some good damage, but uh-oh. Magnus coming in with an eruption. Catches Flint. And he's now on the run, but he's going to run right into Puppet Master. No transmit on a Puppet. They actually killed Magnus as well. And Flint's able to keep his distance somewhat. Gets pulled back in by that Puppet's hold, and he will eventually fall. But it might come at a cost for Boxy, as it will. Finally, back and forth right there. Parasite versus the Swiftblade Chipper now, though. As he's in that Mauler of his, but that'll be the end of it. So, I mean, really, it's not the worst fight again for Revolution.
Oh, and I hate to criticize, but Flint was like running back and forth when he was puppet showed. If he just manned up, he would have lived. Like, I hate to be that guy that says that, but like, oh, it could have been so amazing. He could have survived. He had Elder Parasite up. He could have just manned up and lifestealed. It was such a great heal from Midas right there to give him that extra bit of HP. Just a little bit of like miscommunication, I suppose, because if he knew that heal wasn't coming, I'm pretty sure he knew he could have manned up. So.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still in the game. I think it's doable. Like
somehow they are, yes.
I mean, it's mainly because of how BMG's playing. They're not like respecting their opponents. They're just doing whatever they want. And I play with Makia a lot, and I'm pretty sure he's hyped. And I mean, you heard him at DreamHack. He goes ham. He gets so pumped, and he starts screaming, and he starts yelling, and all he wants to do is kill. And it doesn't matter if everyone dies as long as you get that one kill. And I know that's his mentality, and because it's like, I kind of feel the same way. As long as you get the kill, it's fine. And I think in these kinds of games, he is the king of throwing them. He is probably the worst player in the world to have on your team when you're in this situation and you want to win. So, this is definitely doable for Revo.
Okay, I mean, it goes back to the Flint as well, especially the very greedy build that he's going for. So able to make something happen with this. So, how do you feel about how the game's going right now, Zlapt? 6 minutes away.
Well, I actually looked here just 6 minutes ago, where I see that it's a 15K lead here for the Bad Monkey Gaming team. But the most interesting thing I actually saw was that Quincy posted a stat saying that I actually have the best KAD in the game right now, with Formless being on the second spot on 494, and I'm on 501. So thank you very much, Stats, for being the most best thing in the world here, right, Aiden? Thank you. That was really good insight from Slapper here after
Reiki,
4
did
minutes
Skype
of
die?
saying nothing.
Hello? Reiki?
Can you hear
What?
me? Hear me?
And also, Aiden, everyone is typing 1 right now in the chat because you probably asked them if I was a liar.
There we go.
I'm guessing.
Twitch chat, you are amazing. I do this for you guys.
Of course, of course.
Well, at
We
least
all
I'm in chat server now, but I can't join the game. It says connection failed.
I don't know.
So
I don't know what to say here.
I'll just sit here, be quiet, and let you guys do your thing.
All right. What do you think about Clanks? I'll ask you that, Slap, to keep you involved.
Clanks?
Yeah, what do you think about Clanks?
I honestly don't know, because before DreamHack, I think I and my entire team was convinced that the hero was not very good. And even after losing to him at DreamHack, and even after his amazing performance at DreamHack, I still don't think the hero is incredibly good. I just think that the hero did really well, and people are overhyping it. Because I honestly don't think the hero is overpowered as people put it. I think the hero is just fine in terms of balance, and I would still prefer other heroes over him, I think.
I'm so glad
I
you said
do.
that.
I do
Okay,
hate
okay.
the hero, though.
No. Let me. Slap is right in what he says, okay? But
Okay.
he's so lame. He's so boring. Like, I don't know how else to put it. Like, Clanks is the most boring hero in the game. All he does is farm. If he gets farmed enough, he's amazing. If he doesn't, then he's just terrible. Like, he doesn't... There's no skill. I believe there is, but, like... I don't know. I don't like Clanks.
Really? You don't say. We have not figured this out yet.
I think Twitch chat learned 2 things today. Insania likes Heart on Dark Lady,
Okay,
and
that's true.
not Clanks. I think those are the 2 things Twitch chat took away from these casts.
And Slapped has the highest KD currently. And
And Slap is a liar.
K80. Okay, the assist as well, yeah. In Hunter Season 3, so... 4. We're in Season 4 now.
Actually,
played,
Quincy,
like,
where
what,
did you take
2
those stats from?
I assume from this. From
Was
the
that
play so
overall
far.
or just...
I think
overall
from
or
the 2
just
games we've played,
4, actually.
where you kill stole with Ophelia's judgment.
Well, we'll see by the end of the groups how it shapes out. How about that? We'll look back at it after the groups.
Sure.
Speaking of Clanks, you guys are playing Reason Gaming coming up here on Thursday. Right?
And I said they're probably going to win, Slap. Do you agree? Because they're lame. Not because they're better than us. I want to make that very clear. But because they're lamer than we are. There's a
It'll be a
difference.
good series.
Okay.
I think it'll be a great series. You're also saying like you guys were not in practice and you guys weren't expecting like great things out of you this site, and here you are 4-0 so far as far as your games. And
I honestly think we got to do it on their off day though. Like we played Druids in scrims and they were looking so hot.
yeah,
I think they beat us like 5-6 scrims and it was like not even close. And then I don't know what happened, but they must have just had an off day. I still don't think we're looking that strong. And for I don't know. Yeah. But we can still do it. Like we have all the potential in the world to just win.
yeah.
It's there. It just some days doesn't want to come out.
Do have Pro Bus, that's true. That's probably what it was actually. You guys heard that, and that's what motivated you guys to beat Pro Busk.
Oh yeah, you guys talking about Busk on Honcast? Yeah, I just decided to sit down for 20 hours and play Hon after that. I can't lose to the best carry in the world. He is good though. I don't know. This sounds like us making fun of him. He is good.
Obviously. Okay, here we go. We do have some action now finally, and guess what? Flint's dead just like that. He does have a buyback, and he's going to use it right away. Is his team going to live long enough, though? Parasite, he stays alive, actually. And they did get Magnus and Glacius killed. So now Flint's running back in, and you see Bad Monkey Gaming are falling back, at least trying to. Portakey away. Going to make it out of there. So they got a buyback, but yet again, another hold for Revolution, and case of Stain in it. But we do see it. As soon as Flint gets jumped, he will drop very quickly here. Puppet Master still he really has a Portakey, doesn't he? Yeah, he used it right there to get away, and he is going to be fine. But that also is something interesting. Boxy getting a Portakey here. Or is his
I think it's good. It's catch. It's what they need. Like I said earlier, the Shrunken Head Portakey is like you can be any hero. That combination is great because it allows you to get like maximum usage out of your abilities. You can jump in wherever you want and use your spells as you please. So it'll never be a bad item combination. And right now, Swiftblade he's upscaling pretty good. He's farming very well, and he's building the kind of items that will provide him with damage. The Diffusal Blade this game is really good due to the Parasite puzzle box, and Balthazar just got a solo kill.
Yeah, found Profit. Not much you could do there, so. But yeah, no Fireblade. You're just talking about that, too. And so you like it because against the Parasite, especially?
Puzzle box.
Okay.
Puzzle box, yeah. And, I mean, another strength of it is, and I think this is overlooked a lot, and it's something Slack would talk about, mana drain against strength heroes.
Okay.
You don't really talk about it much, but back when Tundra was more popular, you would see Denial, especially Probusk, Micro, that was really well to just drain mana on heroes with the puzzle box.
Oh my gosh, look at this right here. Is Backstone Play going to help turn it? Yes, they will. No, the Mauler, he takes it over at the last second, but now he is low on life. He is going to be stunned out and will be killed off in the end. Very, very close there, but Maki survives. And they get the turn on the Parasite. That's got to sting a little. I thought for sure that was going to be an easy kill. Onto the Swift Blade. Pharaoh, in the meantime, middle lane. One more auto attack. That'll do him in. Put up the mummy wall, but could not get away from Boxy. Yep, used that portal key to get in there and catch him. So another couple of kills. No buyback on Pharaoh, at least. There's one on Parasite. We'll see if they try to break through once again.
And Sainan does bring up a good point. Like back in the days when we did pick Tundra, our strategy was actually quite simple. We locked down. We used Tundra ulti on their strength initiator, which there always was. Use puzzle box, take his mana, leave him at 80% life. He has no mana, and then we go for the more important hero. It was very simple, and Probusk was a really good Tundra, so it was a very simple execution every team fight. So the mana drain from puzzle box is something that we always used on their strength initiator because it's literally one auto attack from the purple creep and the spell from the mana creep, and all the mana is gone. You took out one hero from the team fight.
Makes sense.
So yeah.
So and the barbed armor on Pharaoh, and just there's definitely several reasons why the Fire Blade is a good pickup here.
He even used it right there. I don't know if you noticed, but Parasite jumped him with the ult, and what Maki did was instantly he purged himself and started spinning away. He wouldn't have gotten out of there if he didn't have the Nullifier Blade.
I heard the purge go off. Okay, so he used it on himself. Okay.
He removed the silence in order to, and then spun, so he removes the debuff from the leech to get away.
Here we go, middle lane. Jump right there. Pharaoh, the barbed armor up. They got Swift Blade, but in the background, Beastwood again gets picked. That is the whole idea here for BMG, and they are accomplishing it very well. Double tap for Make, and it's just going to be more here. And this actually could be an actual conclusion coming up. Hat trick for Make coming out. All 5 are dead. It's a genocide for Bad Monkey Gaming. It's unfortunate, but at the same time, this is why we don't see Flint. It really is. Like, BMG did a very good job of obviously drafting themselves, or even the item picks. Again, goes back to like Puppet Master in his build too, but make sure to be able to jump him. But yeah, Flint's not a hero that will be able to withstand a lot of pressure. And unlike Flanks, he can't get away.
Yeah, I mean, Flint just needs the perfect game. Like, I can see Flint working out in the right draft, under the right circumstances, where you make the right decisions in game. Like, there are a lot of ifs, but if everything clicks, he could be good. Like, he has that 1 in 1,000 games where he's amazing, but I just really don't think this was the game.
Yeah, the draft again around him. It's a very aggressive draft, supporting a very squishy Flint Beastwood, so points have been made. Continue to stand here, but Revolution also going to continue to stand. They definitely are still trying to hang in here at least a little bit longer once again, despite now 28,000 gold lead and a 26,000 experience lead here. Harkon's Blade on Boxy, of course, just finished.
Of course he goes Archons. I mean,
who would have
right?
Yes.
And nice play from Root there. Being patient, waiting to freeze the creep, not freezing him preemptively there. But yeah, game is looking grim, to say the least. BMG are they're chilling. I think Fuzen's probably told Makia that you don't say anything for the next 20 minutes. Just be quiet and do whatever we do to make sure that they don't throw. But there's really just not much that Hellborn can do. I think this is something that BMG, they don't ever push high ground. Like, not really. They never commit for a high ground push the way a lot of other teams do. They will literally just sit there and farm all day if they have to. Like, even though I'm pretty sure they know that they're very, very, very far ahead, and they could probably dive Fountain one by one, just like be like, okay, Fusen, you go in first. Then when Fusen dies, Balthazar goes, and then when Balthazar's dead, Swiftlight goes, and they could still probably win the fight. They still just don't have like the balls to go. I don't know. This is something I've seen them do so many times.
Yeah, just an actual finish here. Oh, they're gonna try
They
to
don't like
bait on
wrapping up
Magnus
games.
bottom lane. Yeah, I gotta see that.
Maybe they just love playing Han that much that they just don't want the game to end. That's probably
could
it.
be possible too. Or they know Quincy's watching and gonna pad those stats, you know, get them bigger and better. As they're gonna find Midas here at the bottom lane, easy kill there. Portal keys too much catch there. And speaking of Portal, I mean, you know, not even a Glacius has one. It's kind of funny. The only hero that doesn't have one is Chipper, and you'd expect like he would have one if any. But
Yeah. It's the carry syndrome, Breaky. He carries by tablet, not portal key, in case they get jumped, because they're scared. That's just how it is. All other players know that if I have a blink and I can blink first, I'm fine. When carriers are so afraid of getting caught, they just go tablet instead. Pretty sure that's the reasoning.
The mentality, I'm sure, is strong with him. So, see, now they are sieging right here. Obviously, the middle rack's already disappeared. They've gone to the bottom tower to start. You gotta make a move if you're Revolution. Can't just simply give this up, it's safe to say. But for right now, they're still not looking to go. They're kind of creeping up. Flint Beast in the background. Look at that, though. Puppet Master jumps in. Storm Spirit immediately onto Flint Beast. Oh, my God. He just melted, though. The Voodoo Puppet came out, and he didn't stand a chance. And he is staying dead this time. And it looks like Revolution has realized that the end is here. So game one officially going to BMG here in this 2-game series. Yeah, what else do we say, right?
What a close and exciting game.
That's not what we say.
No, that's not.
Yeah, that was really fun to watch from 6 minutes behind.
I bet.
I have to say though, like, okay, if you're going up against BMG, like you gotta take some risks, right? Like I feel like I can justify them doing what they did, but I can't justify the team before them picking Clanks. Like that's despicable. Like, don't ever do that. Doing what REV0 did, even they both lost. REV0 at least, like, they were interesting, right? We're always gonna remember they picked Flip.
Yeah.